X Real Estate Concept Studios. This is Webcast One Live. .450, 10 minutes before the top. Salem Radio Network News. And then Hank the Bible Answer Man, 1-888-ASK Hank. So a little personal message here at the end of the show. If you'll give me just 5 or 6 minutes. As I think you know, I'm a drunk who has not been drunk in over 6 years. And I'm trying to pull up my little app here. I haven't been drunk in 2,373 days. There have been 2,373 days that I have woken up much different than the previous 16 years. I go to 12-step meetings, the big book meetings. I'm a friend of Bill. I never thought in 100 million years, even when I was trying to quit drinking, because the last 6 years, I wanted nothing to do with alcohol. I hated it. I hated it. Just hated it. But that's where my life had taken me. That's where the accuser had taken me, and God had something to do with what would happen in my recovery and my ministry afterwards. And I never thought in a million years J. Michael McCoy would sit on the radio and tell you about this kind of stuff, but I am, because it's what God brought me to do. And so there's a group of people, millions, of course, but several thousand here in our community, that gather once a day, twice a week, every day. And for 59 minutes, we share our hope, strength, and experience. And we share with newcomers, and I'm a newcomer in many ways, only 6 years. We share with newcomers our hope and encouragement. And the way that our lives are just like theirs. Because when you first come in to a recovery program, you're just convinced that nobody did what you did. And nobody's as bad as you are. And nobody will tell a story like I could. Oh, no, you're not me. You're not like me. I'm worse than everybody else. I'm that kind of alcoholic. Oh, you can't believe what I did. And pretty soon you realize we all did the same things. Yeah, it was that bad. And we learn in a very short period of time how to keep the plug in the jug. But over a longer period of time, we learn life's skills and to deal with life as life deals with us. I mean, there are so many little sayings that come out of 12-step programs that it could fill a Machism card 20 times over. Say the next right thing. Do the next right thing. You may not believe in God, but he believes in you. And you create relationships with people inside these walls that are, in most cases, deeper, more loving, more empathetic, more caring, and usually centered around a higher power. And I call mine Jesus, and a lot of people in the program call him Jesus. Some it's just God. Some it's the God of my understanding. And there's even a few that are agnostic or atheist. And I don't understand it, but they are, and it works for them, and they're sober. One of the people that I met in this program, and by the way, once you pass on, your anonymity is no longer a part of the program. So one of the wonderful people that I met in this program was a young lady, I guess she's my age, a woman by the name of Abby Rice. And Abby was amazing. If you knew Abby, her smile and her laugh and her genuineness and her kind of clucksy, I mean, she was just her, just Abby. Mother of 3, wife of 1, daughter of 2 amazing people who have now passed on, and I'm happy to tell you that Abby's with them. A sister and a brother and so many friends that fought and fought and fought for Abby to be sober. I think she was in Betty Ford maybe 4 or 5 times and other treatment programs. Abby never stopped trying to quit drinking. But Abby had a life story that alcohol was the center of it. Alcohol was never the center of my story. Alcohol was the center of her story. It began very, very young as a teenager, and it went right till her last breath. About 2 years ago, Abby somehow figured it out. And for about 16 to 17 months, she was sober, and she was amazing. She had found a way to put a plug in the jug and go on with life. And part of it was Jesus. Being a cultural Christian herself, she knew that she had to surrender to something much, much greater than herself. And so she did. And for the past 16, 17, 18 months, whatever it was, she was sober. And it was amazing to see Abby sober. She was beginning to help others. She was on this program a couple of times. You can go back into the podcasts and listen to her story. Her dad and mom, Bob Allen. Everybody knows the Bob Allen Company. Well, Abby had to go into the hospital about 5 weeks ago, and when she got out, she just wasn't fine. And she knew the end was near. And so she took the plug out of the jug, and it caught up with her on Saturday morning. Or Sunday morning. Bob, Saturday or Sunday? Is it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Her 17-year-old daughter found her mother unresponsive on the floor, and Abby was pronounced dead. I don't tell you this because I feel bad for Abby, because I don't feel bad for Abby. She's in Jesus' arms, and she's finally healed, and she's safe. I tell you this because if there's somebody in your life that can't break this dangerous habit of drinking, call me. Find me. Talk to me. Let Jesus help you, and let him help you through me. He can heal this disease from anyone who surrenders themselves to him. I'm here. I'm here to help you, your spouse, your child, your brother, your aunt, your pastor, whoever it is. I'm here. Abby, I love you, girl, and I'll see you soon. And for those of you carrying resentments and can't forgive those people who drink too much or use drugs too much, forgive them, because as you forgive them, God will forgive you. I love you. I'll see you at church.